Start. Good afternoon, everyone. This is the regularly scheduled meeting of the Ways and Means Committee, and I'm joined by Council Members Yang, Palomasano, Council Vice President Glidden, and Council Member Bender. And we are a quorum of the committee, and we can begin to do the city's work here. The Ways and Means Committee agenda today has quite a few items on it. It's 26, 31, 39 different items, but I don't think anything's particularly consequential, so I put them all on the consent agenda, although if members would like to discuss any of them or have any questions, feel free to call them off. Also been joined by Councilmember Johnson. The first items are 6 items from the City Attorney's Office. The first one is a grant from Minneapolis Auto Club Foundation for safety education materials. Number 2 is a contract amendment with Thomson Reuters Westlaw online legal research. And there are 3 items that are legal settlements. These are all workers' compensation claims. And then item number 6 is the establishment of an administrative hearing officer and enforcement services panel. The city coordinators department brings forward 2 items. One is a One Minneapolis, One Read funds for the City of Minneapolis READ program. And item number 2 on the coordinator's agenda is item number 8 on ours. It's the contracts with Patrick Bourne and Patricia Helen for professional planning and coordination services. We have one item from Community Planning and Economic Development Department. This is a Minnesota Historical Society certified local government grant acceptance. The Finance and Property Services Department has 4 items. One is a contract with RSP Architects, architectural and engineering design services. Item number 11 is the settlement agreement with Beacon Sales Acquisition for business relocation from 1860 East 28th Street property. Item number 12 is a contract with Hagen, Christensen, McMillan Architects for architectural and engineering design services. That's for the East Side Storage and Maintenance Facility. And item number 13 is a contract amendment with the state of Minnesota for Minneapolis impound lot. The Information Technology Department has 6 items. First is a contracts with geographical information system vendors for support and consulting services. Item number 15 is a contract amendment with Cloud Sherpas for ServiceNow application support. Item number 16 is a contract amendment with LinkedIn Corporation for recruiting tool usage. 17 is a contract with the state of Minnesota through SHI International for use of Microsoft products. 18 is a contract with Knowledge Lake, Inc. for the Enterprise Content Management System. And item number 19 is the contract amendment with West Publishing Corporation for online research services and database access. Item number 20 is referred from the City Council meeting of May 27th, 2016. This is an ordinance amendment, amending Title II, Chapter 24 of Minneapolis Code related to administration. This is Public Works, amending Article 4 entitled Contracts. This is dealing with the prevailing wage requirements for public improvement contracts ordinance. And it's coming back to this committee, as I understand it, as it needs to go back to the council for approval, and it needed to make a stop in the committee after being on the postponed agenda at the council for 3 cycles. From the Community Planning or Community Development and Regulatory Services Committee, there are 3 items. Item 21 is a contract amendment with Homeline, legal services, legal advice to Minneapolis renters. Item number 22 is the 2016 Home Ownership Opportunity Minneapolis Program. Item number 23 is the Neighborhood Stabilization Program funds and NSP guidelines. And from the Health, Environment, and Community Engagement Committee, there are 5 items. The application for a U.S. Department of Energy grant, accepting a single bid from CuraScript Specialty Distribution for medication device products. Item number 26 is a grant acceptance from New Venture Fund to achieve our Bright Cities status. Item number 27 is a contract amendment with EMSL Analytical for lead testing services. 28 is the city-sponsored RFP for Community Solar Garden. This is an enhanced evaluation criteria, and we're amending a city council action from last year and preparing an RFP for community solar garden services. Item number 29 is as well as 4 items from the Public Safety, Civil Rights, and Emergency Management Committee. It's a contract amendment with Hennepin Health Services for provision of an attending medical director. Item number 30 is a contract with Minneapolis Public Housing Authority for investigating fraud under Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program. Item 31 is a contract with SMG for perimeter security at U.S. Bank Stadium. 32 is the contract amendment with the Minneapolis Public Schools for school resource officers. 7 items that are from the Transportation and Public Works Committee. First is an agreement with MnDOT for Central Avenue and University Avenue traffic signal and pedestrian ramp reconstruction project. Item number 34 is a contract amendment with Waste Management for transfer station operation services. 35 is the 2016 Met Council regional solicitation for federal transportation funds. This authorizes a series of applications for federal transportation funds through Metropolitan Council's regional solicitation program. And 36 is the Downtown Pedestrian Improvement Project. This is the intent to use tax-exempt bond proceeds for those expenditures not reimbursed by other sources for tax-exempt bond proceeds on that project. Item 37 is the Bridge 9 Pier 3 Repair Project. This is a contract amendment with Global Specialty Contractors. Item 38 is the bid for 7th Street Reconstruction Project. 39 is a bid for West 54th Street Reconstruction Project. That's the low bid with Schaefer Contracting. That is the extent of the agenda, all 39 items, which I'm happy to move for approval. If there's any questions, Council Vice President Glidden.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm wondering if we can just remove 20 and vote on that separately, or however is easiest, because sure. I have a substitute that has a slight wording change from what was presented previously to Council.
Thank you. Any other questions on other items? Not seeing any on those. Council Vice President, would you just like to offer your substitute now?
Sure. So this item number 20 is some amendments that were made to our existing prevailing wage ordinance. If you may recall, this was actually on the I don't even know what you call it, the adjourned meeting schedule for the City Council for a couple of cycles. And I just want to let you know this wasn't because of anything really so unusual. It was really a situation of key staff being on vacations and then some stakeholders being on vacations, and we did not have a chance to coordinate language. Staff has now recommended the following language that is on the ordinance that's in front of you, and the substantial impact is really the same as what was discussed now about a month and a half ago at the Committee of the Whole, which is that we are updating our ordinance to reflect what is right now a practice in the Civil Rights Department, that when complaints are made, they are fully investigated, and it is the contracts $50,000 and above that have a more of a proactive approach to investigating whether they are in compliance with our prevailing wage ordinance. So I'd like to go ahead and move this. I think it's simplest just to say it as a substitute.
That sounds good to me. Any questions on the Council Vice President's substitute motion? Not seeing any on that language. So as part of the other the 29 items on the consent agenda, including this revised version or the substitute version of that ordinance language, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Those items all carry, and that exhausts our agenda for the day. So we are adjourned. Thank you very much.